Yes, a very good evening to all. Hope I'm audible to you people. Do I'm audible? Yes, okay. I hope you all completed your first session and I hope the session was good. Yes. And how are you all after a long time we are meeting? So how was your fest? It was good. Okay. Is there any new student today? Can you please raise your hand? No. Okay. So please everyone enable your videos. Chirayu, you have a video problem. Okay, fine. Apart from him, others please do enable your videos. Yes. Shivani, can you please unmute dear? Are you the new student for the session? You're on a mute. Please unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shivani, fine then. Nice to meet you. And this is your Pushpashri, and I'll be handling your mathematics as well as your GK. And Shivani, today you'll be having your mathematics session. And for the mathematics, you have to keep a separate notebook, and whatever the things I do on the daily session, you have to make a note of all those things in your notes. Okay, fine. And then who's this Oppo A5? If you won't rename yourself Mr. Oppo A5, you will be removed from the session. Oppo A5, you're the only one I'm telling you. Can you please rename yourself? Okay. So fine then, we'll just start our today's session. And guys, in our last session, we were there in the chapter of fractions. Hope you remember that. And I had stopped it till the operations of fraction. I had done operation on addition, operation on subtraction, operation on multiplication and the division. And I gave the work to you that you have to take the questions of your own and you have to solve. And I hope you people have done that. At the end of the session, I'll check towards that. Okay. So at the end, we'll talk about the assignment. So please leave the hands down now. Let's not worry about the assignments now. And today I'll be starting with your problem. So before that, the only one concept has been left out. I'll teach you that and then I'll go with the problem. Okay. So now I'm going to share the screen to you. Wait a second. Yes. And your chat session will be disabled for a few minutes. And right now it's been disabled. And yes, I hope the screen is visible to you people now. Yes, so we'll just go with the concept of today's session. That is the ascending and descending order of fraction. You all know how to frame an ascending order and then descending order of your fraction with the usage of normal numbers and all. But if they give you on fractional numbers, how well you're going to solve. So that is the main thing that you have to learn here. So let me teach you that today now. So first we'll go with the ascending order. Ascending order. Okay, you all know ascending order, that is from lowest to the highest number. Okay, so here I would like to take a question and I would like to explain you an ascending order. So here arrange the fraction. The question is like this: arrange the fractions. Arrange the fractions 1 by 3, comma 5 by 7 and 1 by 2 in ascending order. Okay, so here they had given you a question and you have to arrange this in your ascending order. And guys, for this question you are having a 4 option. Option A, 1 by 2 is lesser than 5 by 7 and then 1 by 3. In the same way, you have your option B, 1 by 3 is lesser than 5 by 7 is lesser than 1 by 2. Option C, okay, that is 5 by 7 is lesser than 1 by 2, is lesser than 1 by 3. And then your option D, 1 by 3 is lesser than 1 by 2, that is lesser than 5 by 7. And usually you people will get confused usually in the signs, lesser than sign and greater than sign. A very, very simple trick I will teach you. Greater, wait, greater and then lesser. Okay. Whenever greater comes, okay, listen carefully. Whenever greater comes, the symbol goes like this. Okay. Whenever greater comes, symbol goes like this. Whenever lesser comes, yeah, it comes like this. No. So lesser means always this symbol. So this is a trick you can follow whenever you get confused with your greater sign and the lesser sign. Greater means G. Okay. In the G, you can see here like this. This is your greater. In the lesser, you have a L like this. This is your lesser. You have to keep this thing in your mind. Again and again, nobody will tell you this. Nobody will teach you these kinds of things. These are all the basic things you have to remember again and again. Okay. So hope you well got this now. We'll go with this problem now. Have a look towards the problem. You have to arrange the fraction. And guys, here, whatever the fractional numbers they had given you, that is 1 by 3, and then 5 by 7, and then 1 by 2. Students, can you see the same denominators here? No, the denominators are different. So if the denominators are same, you can arrange it very easily. That is from the highest to the low, from the lowest to the greatest number. Since here the denominators are not same, in the very first step, you have to make your denominator equal. So ma'am, then how to make your denominators equal? Nothing you have to do. Whatever your denominator you are having here in the question. So in the fraction number 1 by 3, 3 is your denominator. In the fractional number 5 by 7, 7 is your denominator. In the fractional number 1 by 2, 2 is your denominator. Suppose if I take a 3 numbers, that is 3, 7 and 2, what you have to do for this? You have to find your LCM. Go with the smallest number. We'll go with the 2 first. That is 3 as it is, 7 as it is, 2 ones are 2. Now I'll go with 3, 3 ones are 3, 7 as it is. So now I have to go with the 7 itself. So 7 ones are 7. So now we'll multiply. 2 3s are 6, 6 7s are it is 42. How much is the LCM you have got? 42. Now take your first fraction, that is 1 by 3, and multiply that with whatever the number you had got. Okay. So 1 by 3, you have to multiply that with your LCM number. So 1 by 3 into 42. So 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 1 will be carried out here. 3 fours are 12. So 14 ones are it is how much? 14. So in the place of 1 by 3, you people have to write 14 divided by 42. Ma'am, why 42? Because here we are equalizing the denominator. So when you are equalizing your denominator, you will take a LCM. And that LCM will be staying as it is as a denominator for all the three. That is for 1 by 3, for 5 by 7, and for 1 by 2. Okay. Only numerators will change. How your numerator will change? When you take the actual fraction and when you multiply with your LCM. So now which is the number you are having here? 5 by 7. Take the 5 by 7, multiply that with your 42. 7 ones are 7. 7 ones are 7. 7 twos are 14. 7 6 are 42. So 5 5s are 25. 5 6 are it's 30. So now in the place of 5 by 7, write 30 by 42. Now, take your next fraction 1 by 2, multiply with 42. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2, and now you got your 21. In the place of 1 by 2, write 21 by 42. So now, you have to see, can you do a cross multiplication or not, Anta? Yes, you can do a cross multiplication here, students. You can have a look towards that. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, like that also it will go, or else you can go with 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28, 14 threes are 42, and then for 30 by 42 you can go with 6 fives are 30, 6 sevens are 42, and for this you can go with 21 ones are and then 21 twos are. So now I got 1 by 3, 5 by 7, 1 by 2. Now arrange this according to your numerators. That means do not see your denominators now. Just have a look towards your numerator, or else in an easy way you can do. I'll just skip this and teach you in an easy way. Before cancelling itself, see here I haven't cancelled, okay? So here I haven't cancelled. Before cancelling, I'm going to write this from the smallest to the highest. That is 14 by 42 is the first smallest number. After that, we have 21 by 42. And after this, the next number we will get is 30 by 42. Okay. According to your numerator, that is from smallest to highest I have written. So now I'm going to cancel here. 14 ones are 14 threes are, 21 ones are 21 twos are, 6 fives are, 6 sevens are. Now I can write here 1 by 3 is lesser than 1 by 2. That is lesser than 5 by 7. Okay. So now, so which is the correct option you are having? 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 5 by 7. That's your option D, whereas your option D is a correct answer. Okay. So this is your working notes. So hope you people have understood. Let me teach you again. Remember, listen to me. Ascending order is nothing but they will give you one fraction. So suppose in the fractional number, especially in the question, if the denominators are same, directly you can solve. If a denominators are not same, you have to equalize your denominator. How to equalize? That is by taking a LCM. So in the question, we are having the three fractional numbers, that is 1 by 3, 5 by 7, 1 by 2. So for these numbers, we'll take a LCM for a denominator, that is for 3, 7 and 2. So when I took the LCM, I got the answer as 42. Now I took the first part of a fraction 1 by 3 and I multiplied that with a 42. 3 ones are 3 14s are 42. 14 ones are 14, and in the place of 1 I'm going to write 14, and in the place of 3 I'll write my LCM answer. And now I'll take a second part of the fraction 5 by 7 and I will multiply that with a 42. 7 ones are 7 6 are, so 5 6 are 30. So in the place of 5 I'll write 30, and in the place of 7 I'll write 42. And now coming on to the second one, that is the third fraction 1 by 2. I'll multiply the same with 42. 2 ones are 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2. So 21 ones are this 21. And in the place of 1 by 2, I'll write 21 by 42. So in the next part, I'm going to cross multiply. It is nothing but 14 ones are 14 threes are. 21 ones are 21 twos are. So 6 fives are 6 sevens are. The same thing I'm going to write here, and that stays my answer. So why I have not cancelled here? Just because 30 is greater than 21. So what I have to do, I have to take the 30 this side. Firstly, I have equalized it, that is in the ascending order, and I have done. Students, if they ask you in descending order the same question, 5 by 7 will come first, 1 by 2 will come next, 1 by 3 will come in the next part. Ulta you have to do. That's all it is. Okay. So hope you all have understood this. Now you all can start writing. Once it is done, leave your messages in the chat session. Complete it soon. And in the meanwhile, I'll take your attendance. Be quick. Complete it soon. Write everything neatly because these are very important things that you people have to do it. Aditya, you cannot on your video, you're traveling. Okay, dear. Yes. You people have to write your working notes. If you won't write your working note, you will not understand whatever I have taught you. It's compulsory, you have to write that. Be quick. Okay, fine, Hardik. If you have written, please go through the things, whatever you have written. Okay. Be quick. Okay. Anybody is writing still? Completed soon. Yes, Nishant, you can ask your doubt in the chat session. I will clear your doubt. Can you please leave your message in the chat session about what you're having doubt? 5 minutes, not much time will be given to you. You have to be quick in the time. Whatever I'm going to give, you have to write within that time. I cannot wait for you, dear. Okay. So hope you people have written this. If you're writing still, please take your screenshots. People who are writing still, please take your screenshots. So nothing, you will not get any kind of confusion. You have to learn properly, or you have to listen to me properly. If you listen to me properly, you won't get any doubt or nothing. Confusion will not come. If you're getting confused, work out the same problem again and again. Okay. So fine, kids. Now we'll go with your second one. The second question I'm going to give, that is on the descending order. So now the descending order question is like this. Arrange the fraction, 21 by 42, comma, 14 by 42, comma, 30 by 42 in descending order. Okay, this is your question. For this question, I'll give you 4 options. You can have a look towards the option. Option A, 14 by 42. 14 by 42 is lesser than 30 by 42. That is lesser than 21 by 42. And then you have your option B. 30 by 42 is lesser than 21 by 42. That is lesser than 14 by 42. And then you have a option C. This is 14, okay, na? 42. And you have a option C. 30 by 42 and then 21 by 42 and then 14 by 42. You have your option D, 21 by 42 and then 14 by 42 and then 30 by 42. Okay, these are your question. And here you can observe the denominator, kids. Here, if you take a question, the question is 21 by 42 and then 14 by 42 and then 30 by 42. In the question, already they had given you the denominator same. And now look into your option. Have they equalized any number or not? See, in the options, they have given the as it is number. So here you no need to equalize it. Only according to your options, you have to equalize. Okay, na? So in the option, they haven't equalized, so no need to equalize the number. Directly we can write here. There is no need to equalize nothing. That is from highest to least will go. That is 30 by 42 is the first number. And then that is greater than the next number. I'm sorry, actually. So here you have a signs of greater for these two. Okay, that is greater than. Okay. So you have these options, that is greater than. So 30 by 42 is greater than 21 by 42. That is greater than 14 by 42. So 30 is the first biggest number, and after that we have 21. After that we have a 14. Okay. So here, which is the correct option? That is your option C is the correct answer. Okay, that's all it is. So whenever they ask for your descending order, you have to go from the largest number to the lowest, ascending lowest to the largest. That's all it is. So make a note of your second question now. Start writing. Once it is done, leave your messages in the chat session. Be quick. Be quick, complete it soon. If denominator is not same, how we done in the first type of problem, no? So in the same way, you have to equalize and then you have to solve your problem. B and C is not the same. You can see the signs here. The signs are different there. So that's the reason I thought you have to notify your greater symbol and the lower symbol. So once you learn that, this will be very easier for you. If you won't learn that, this will not be easy. Be quick. It's an easy problem. Okay. Hope you people have written this. If you're writing still, please take a screenshot. Yes. You have to do the cross multiplication itself. Okay. So hope you people have completed this, and people who are writing still, I think you have taken a screenshot. We'll go with the third question now. Have a look into your third question. The question is like this. 1/3 of a property, 1/3 of a property is worth rupees 1,500, full stop and continue. Find 1/5 of the property. Okay, so what they are telling here, 1/3 property is 1,500 and you have to find the cost of 1/5 of the property. So then how to solve this? It's a very trickiest one, but once you understand this will be very easy. Okay, so here I just imagine this is your property. In this property, here is your 1/3 and this 1/3 is 1,500. So you have to find this 1/5 property cost is how much. So to find this 1/5, you have to know the cost of whole property, isn't it? Then only you can find 1/5. So we'll find that how much it will be and the. So first we'll go by step. So guys, since we don't know what is the total property, so let the total property be X. Let the total property be X. Okay, since you don't know, let it be X and then X into 1/3, that is total property. In the total property, 1/3 property cost is 1,500. Okay, that is what they are telling. So now we'll find the total property cost with the help of this. So since X is a variable, I'll take the X this side. I'll do the cross multiplication to this, that is 1,500 into 3. You can ask me, ma'am, 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are, we can do that. No, you cannot do. Here you have a equals sign. So you cannot do like 3 ones are 3 fives are. No, that's the wrong way. If you have a multiplication symbol, you would have done. But since you don't have a multiplication, you have a equal, you have to multiply. That is 1,500 into 3. X is equal to, so 3 fives are 15, 5 1 carry, 3 ones are 3 plus 1, 4. That is 4,500. So now what is the total property cost you have got? 1,500. Now you can find 1/5 property cost, right? So therefore 1/5 of the property is equal to total property cost, that is 4,500 whatever we found, in that 1/5. Since you have multiplication, you can do the cross multiply. Okay now, so that is 5 ones are 5 nines are 45, 5 zeros are 0, 5 zeros are 0. So now what is the total cost? 900 is the total cost. Okay, so easiest problem again. So nothing you have to do here. In the question they are telling 1/3 property is 1,500. Then what will be 1/5 property? Since you don't know the total property cost, let it be X. So then X into 1/3 will get you 1,500. X is equal to 1,500 into 3. You will do the multiplication. You will get total property cost as 4,500. So with the help of that, you will find 1/5 property, that is 4,500 into 155. You will get 900. Okay. So hope you people have understood this. Now you all can start writing, and once it is done, leave your messages in the chat session and be quick, everyone. Be quick. Be quick. Anybody is writing still? Can we go with the next part? Okay. So hope you people have completed this problem. If you're writing still, please take your screenshots and later on you people can start writing this. Okay. So hope you had taken the screenshot. Now I'm going to disable your chat session. Right now your chat session has been disabled. You all can listen to me for your fourth problem. Have a look into your fourth problem. The problem is the product of two numbers. The product of two numbers is 5/4, full stop and continue. If one number is 5/6, then what is the other number? Okay, this is your question. Have a look towards the question. I will try to understand you the question. So when you take a product of two numbers, so since let x be one number, y be one number, okay now. So product means multiplication. So this is your first number, this is your second. So when you multiply two numbers, you will get 5/4. In this, if your one number is 5/6, then what will be your another number? So that you will get 5/4 as an answer. This is what they're asking you in the question. So now I'll do the solution. Have a look towards the screen. So whatever they had given, I'm just writing that. That is product of two numbers. As they're telling it is 5/4. I'll write 5/4 here. And then they're telling one of the number. So what is one of the number they're telling here? 5/6. I'll write 5/6 over here. And they're asking what is the other number. So other number is equal to 5/4 divided by 5/6. Okay, whenever they ask you like this kind of question, please go with the division so that easily you can find the answer. You know that whenever you get a division, how to solve operation of division. Remember that first part of fraction stays as it is, and instead of your division sign, you will put a multiplication sign. As soon as you put your multiplication sign, the next fractional number will become inverse. That is 5/6 will become 6 divided by 5. Okay. So now 5 ones are 5 ones are. So 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So now how much you have got? 3/2. So now what is the other number? So the other number is 3/2. So when you multiply 5/6 and when you take a product of 3/2, 3 ones are 3 2s are 6. So 5 ones are 5, 2 2s are 4. Got this answer right? They're telling if the product of two numbers, when you multiply two numbers, you will get 5/4. In that one number is 5/6. They had given. This one we found out and we cross-checked. Yes, that we got the correct answer. So now what is the answer? 3/2 is the correct answer. So hope you people understood. Now you all can start writing. Once it is done, leave your messages in the chat session and be quick. Be quick. Dhriti, I didn't get you what you are asking there. It or what is that? Finished. Okay, people are writing still. Completed soon. We're all writing still. By miss you have sent. Okay, fine. Be quick. Yes, yes, Sami, it is. Yes, Ruti, I have written 5 by 6 in the question because that is one of the number they had given you. One more number you have to find. Product is equal to number 1 into number 2. Number system formula, remember that. Same apply over here. But instead of multiplication, you will go with division. That's all. Yes, you can drink. You can drink. Okay. Hope you people have done this. Hope you have completed this. Now we'll go with the next question. Have a look towards your next question. I have disabled your chat session now. We'll go with your next question. That's your question number 5. Have a look into your question. The question is easy, but it's a very frequently asked question. A drum is 2 by 3 full, comma, if 50 liter more required to fill it up, comma, how much is the capacity of the drum? How much is the capacity of the drum? Okay, so this is what they're asking you in the question, and you have a option A 150 liter, option B 120 liter, option C 100 liter, and then option D 90 liter. So first I'll tell you what is the question, then we'll go with the solution. So have a look towards the question. There is a drum. Imagine this is the drum. In the drum, this is your 2 by 3rd part, and this 2 by 3rd part is full. But 50 liter you have to still pour here. Okay, how many liter you have to pour still here? You have to pour still 50 liter to the drum. Okay, so is the capacity of the drum is how much? Will it take 50 liter inside or more than that? You have to find. Now we'll go with the solution. Have a look towards the screen. So since we don't know the empty part of the drum, so empty part of the drum, since you don't know the empty part of the drum, in the one drum, 2 by 3rd part is full. So then what is your empty part? If you don't have any denominator, remember kids, whenever you do the fraction, if you don't have a denominator, you have to consider that as a 1. So now take a LCM to 1 and 3. 1 ones are 1 and then 3 ones are 3. Now 1 into 3, you will get 3. Take a first part of fraction and multiply with 3. 1 3s are 3. Take a second part of fraction, multiply with 3. You will get 2. Now 3 minus 2 divided by 3, that is 1 by 3. Okay. So now what is the empty part of the drum? 1 by 3 is your empty part. So how much you have to fill? Therefore, 1 part requires. That means you can fill it up 50 liter, isn't it? In how much? In 1 by 3rd part. So in the same way now, I'll go with cross multiply 50 into 3 by 1. So 53s are how much? 150. So how much is the capacity now? 150 liter. Listen, again I'll explain you. There is one drum. In that drum, 2 by 3rd part, it has been filled. But still you have to pour 150 liter to it. Okay, for 50 liters still you have to pour for the drum. Will the drum is going to take that 50 liter? What is the capacity of the drum? They're asking you the question. Since you don't know the drum, how much is the capacity, we'll take the empty part of the drum. So let our empty part of the drum be 1. So 1 minus 2 by 3. If you don't have a denominator, you write it as a 1 here. So 1 by 1 minus 2 by 3. Take a first, since you have different denominator as 1 and 3, take a LCM to it. So when you take a LCM, you'll get 3 as your answer. So take a first part of a fraction, multiply with the LCM, you will get 3 and write the 3 there. Take a second part of the fraction, multiply with the LCM, you will get 2, write the 2 there. So 3 minus 2, you will get 1, 1 by 3 is the answer. So one part has to be filled. So what you are going to do, 50 divided by 1 by 3. So 50 division, when I change to a multiplication, 1 by 3 will become 3 by 1. So 53 it is 150. So option A is your correct answer. So hope value people have understood. You all can start writing this now. Once it is done, leave your messages in the chat session. So start writing everyone and be quick. Yes, sir, Shivani, tell me. Yes, Bhakti, you can. Yes, you have to do the workings, Sunny. Again and again, you're asking the same question. Is it completed? Okay. Be quick. Okay. So hope you people have completed this. If you're writing this, please take your screenshots. So please take your screenshots if you're writing this. Okay. Hope well you have taken a screenshot. Now I'm going to disable your chat session, and right now your chat session has been disabled. We'll go with our sixth question. Have a look into your sixth question. The question is 3 by 4th of 144 is how much greater than 2 by 3rd of 96. This is your question. For this question, you're having options. Option A 20, option B 44, option C 54, and then option D 64. So have a look towards your solution. So before that, let me tell you 3 by 4th of. You all know of. Of, always remember, of is always going to symbolize you a sign of multiplication. So write the note of this. of is equal to multiplication. Okay. So now 3 by 4th of 144 is how much greater than 2 by 3rd of 96. Okay, this is your question. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, and then 4 fours are 16, 4 fives are 20, 4 six are 24. Okay, so now 36 into 3. So 36 into 3, guys, you're going to get 102. 6 threes are, okay, 36 into 3, you will get 108. Okay, you'll get 108. I'll write it neatly. Wait. Okay, you'll get 108. 6 threes are 18, 3 threes are 9, 1, 10. Now, 3 ones are, 3 threes are 9, 3 twos are 6. So now 32 into 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. It is 64. They are asking how much greater than. Okay, so whenever they are asking how much greater than, what you have to do? You have to do your subtraction. So now do the subtraction to this. That is, you have got 108 in the first case, and in the second case, you have got 64. So therefore, what you have to do? You have to find the greater, the difference you have to find. So your difference will be equal to, difference is equal to 108 minus 64. You guys will get 44 as your answer. So that's your option B is the correct answer. You can subtract this. 4 you will get, and again here it will be 0. 9 minus 6, it is 4. So it is 44. So they're asking, this is how much greater than this? That means, suppose if I'm having 5 chocolate and you people are having 3 chocolates, how much greater chocolates I'm having? So you are having 3, I'm having 5. So what is the greatest difference of your chocolate and my chocolate? So what you will do? You will do the subtraction, isn't it? So 5 minus 3 is how much? 2. 2 is the greater difference. That is, 2 is the more chocolate I'm having. So that is what you have to do here as a subtraction. So hope you guys have understood. So please make a note of it. Please take your screenshot of this slide. Later you can write. That is after the session. Or I'll give you 2 minutes, complete it soon. Before that, take a screenshot and then start writing. And you can chat with me in the chat session once it is done. Be quick. Be quick, be quick. If you people are writing still, please take your screenshots. Please take your screenshots. It's done. Okay. So fine, then now I'm going to stop your share, and your share has been stopped now. So now all of you please enable your videos. Okay. And please show me your book towards the camera, everyone. Please show me your book towards the camera. Okay, I can see the books here. Where is Taresh? Where is the book? For you people only, I'm telling you to show the book. Mohit, people are dreaming, huh? I can see the books of Taresh, Bhumika, Abhishek, Dhriti, Sani. If you won't show, I'll remove you now. Chitesh, Lohit, keep turning your pages. Surabhi, Preetham, Harshit, Mohit, where is the book? Bhakti, Swarali, Abhiram, Karthik, Dishant, Kushwant, Anjita, Lakshmi, Narasimha, Shreyas, Karunya, Aditya, Disha, Sairam, and then Preeti, Kushal, Sujit. Only I can see these many books. I don't know what about the rest. If people are there or if people are not there, I seriously don't know about that. Please have a response whenever I said you something, okay? So today I have solved nearly 6 problems, and by tomorrow I'll be completing this chapter, and I want everyone to go through the problems, whatever I have solved, before coming on to my next session. Got this? Yes?
No.
Okay. So with this, let me wind up my today's session. So thank you all for attending your class, and meet you all in the next class. That's on tomorrow. There is no homework today. You can enjoy. Okay. So find that. Meet you all in the next class. So bye-bye. Have a nice day.